Yeah, what up? I just had to speak on this story, man, with Sinead O'Connor putting out this, I guess it was an open letter on her website or whatever. Now I had to speak on it. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, oh, here go you, this motherfucker again. Gotta, just cut down anybody, any one of these typhoons who come out and say something good, because he don't want to admit that some of them are good. You know what I mean? I already know what y'all thinking. Oh, here you go. He gonna try to cut down any and everything possible. Most people don't know who Sinead O'Connor is in this generation. So anybody who have never heard of her, she was just a music artist, controversial music artist, lesbian. She done and said a lot of controversial things in her career, and she's basically known for being controversial. Well, she came out and spoke on this Trayvon Martin issue, and she pointed out that she wrote in her open letter, she pointed out that racism by white people is blasphemy, because all people originated from black people. An African woman referred to the so-called Eve that they found, even though they found older fossils since that finding. So she hasn't been keeping up on her news apparently. But anyhow, that's not the point. The point is, she was trying to point out that all people originated from blacks. And she went on further to say that black people manifest Jesus Christ better than white people. And she said a lot of things. I'll read some of what she said. These people you hate and fear are the body of Christ, just as we all are. Every child, woman, and man, as they know it. Maybe that's why you can't bear to look at them, because you see Jesus Christ and you can't stand the light. Said we would be the whites would be dead without black people. Think of all the greatest music ever composed. And you already know where I'm gonna go with that. So I shouldn't even waste time going with it. The great songs, she says, the greatest inspirational heroes. Muhammad Ali, a boxer, alright, an athlete. Nelson Mandela. For those who don't know about Nelson Mandela, he was basically, in my opinion, the African version of Martin Luther King. And she also mentions Martin Luther King, the multiracial, integrationalist, colorblind society. Harriet Tubman, I give credit for that. Sojourner Truth, I give credit for that. But I don't see any. She also mentions Bob Marley, another entertainer. Nina Simone, another entertainer. Curtis Mayfield, and called them angels sent from God. Now, but there are certain names that I don't see there. There are particular names there that I just don't see, that lets me know she might not be as controversial as she wants people to believe. Where was the name Elijah Muhammad? Where is the name Marcus Garvey? Marcus Garvey should be, as far as African Americans are concerned, at the top, very top of the list. I don't see Marcus Garvey. I don't see Dr. John Henry Clark. I don't see Elijah Muhammad. She didn't even mention Malcolm X. I don't see Ivan Van Sertima. I don't see Sheikh Anta Diop. I mean, there's so many names I could mention that I don't see. So she's only dealing with a particular group of, black people, women who spoke out against slavery, who helped free slaves, and things like that, and some entertainers, and some integrationalists, some multicultural minded, we are the world supporters. And what else did she say? She advises blacks to go back to musical guides who left. I'm quoting her, what she actually wrote. Who left you information in the 60s and 70s when they were living through the civil rights struggle. Mentions Curtis Mayfield, the Impressions, Nina Simone. She's telling us to go back to, hey, why don't you guys sing a different type of music, But what rubs me the wrong way is how so many black people already have, and some who will, after reading this, will probably treat her like royalty now. Despite the fact that there have been so many black people who said these exact same things, and even more, so many times that it's innumerable. But now it's going to be like she's spitting gospel, like what she says should be actually put in a Bible, and this is the book of O'Connor. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna do her like that chief in Ghana. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna put her in the throne now. And when you scroll down, you see it's mostly black people who give her kudos for saying this. You see, when black people say stuff like this, cue the pro-blackness, man. Yeah, here you go with that pro-black trip again. Here go Mr. Black, Mr. Black Power, go Africa. If you so pro-black, why don't you move back to Africa? This is what we get when we say stuff like this. But her, oh, I love her for this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is mostly black women who comment. I love her for this. And Sinead O'Connor, she's the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it gets under my skin. It gets under my skin. As if we need other people to fight our battles. I mean, if it's only other people who will listen to and take heed to the words of, that itself is a problem I don't think should be perpetuated. I mean, if you can't get this information and take heed to it when it comes from another black person, then your mind ain't right to process the information, even if it comes from somebody who's not black, no matter where it comes from. You see what I mean? I mean, if it has to come from a white person for you to take heed to it and to absorb it, then you got a problem. You're not even ready to deal with the information because you can't take it when it comes from a black person. You ridicule the black people when it comes from them. And I don't know how many black people have tweeted this open letter. I mean, just countless. And they're all black. You know what? I don't see any more black white people. There's one. I don't even know if that's a white person. They're all black. They're virtually all black who retweeted this. I mean, let's say Louis Farrakhan said this. Do you think it would have got this same reaction from black people? It'd be, oh, it's another Farrakhan speech. That's just another thing that something else to fair contact. But since it was Sinead O'Connor, since it's one of these Typhonian women, wow! And let's ask the question, is she just being her controversial self? Is she just trying to get some publicity off of this situation, off Trayvon Martin's murder? The bottom line with me is that I don't care how much truth is in her open letter. It go in one ear and out the other. You know, I don't trust them. With me, and that's just how it is. I never put the possibility that there is hidden motive. I don't care how much truth they speak. I never let that off the hook. They're never proven innocent. You know, I'm gonna always consider that there is a hidden agenda, hidden motive. So I'm not feeling it. I know a lot of y'all might be feeling it and not feeling what I'm saying. But you know what? I believe I have said like virtually everything she said in that open letter. As a matter of fact, I can't think of one black person that is like me or somewhat like me who haven't said those exact same things right here on YouTube. But since it was Sinead O'Connor, you know, now the world is about to end. Oh man, gather around. I remember it was this dude, man. I know he was black. He used to always pose and tell people that he was white. He used to always come into this chat room, man. It was back when I used to be on Black Planet. He'd always come into the chat room like, gather around, nigglets. Come here. He used to say he was a white Jew. Come listen to the white Jew. Come hither with watermelons and smiling lips. Listen to mine wise words. You know what I'm saying? Just poking at him because he know that. He never admitted that he was black. But I used to always call him out like, man, you black. You need to get out of here. Because he knew that black people, just when white people speak, we gather around. We listen in. We listen.